Good morning. Long story short, I'm headed out dark and early, hopefully on a 2-day commercial trip. Unless fishing's really bad, then it'll just be a really long boat ride. But I've got a bit of a ride, so once we get out there, I'll bring you up to speed a little bit more. But I'm loaded down. We are headed out. How is it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to Key West Waterman. My name is Aaron Young. I can't remember if I already did that. It's kind of early this morning. I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of what this trip is about, and then we're going to get to fishing. Time is money. I would love to, I'm going to be out here for 2 days. I would love to target some deep drop fish, hopefully some yellow eye snapper spots, and I'd love to do some night fishing, grouper snapper. We'll just see how it goes. The plan is I'm going to be out here for 2 days. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere by myself. You may be wondering, Aaron, why are you by yourself? It's my escape from the world. There's nothing like being out here alone, exploring new areas. I absolutely love it. There's not much more that makes my heart happy. But that is the plan. I have enough supplies for at least, say, 3 or 4 days, but the plan is 2 days. If it goes south, we may have to fish a little longer, but we will see. We're going to go with the flow. I'm going to give you a rundown of everything I have and what I brought. I'll start with kind of just regular supplies, and then I'll tell you some safety precautions I took because I'm so far away from home, and I am going to be out here overnight. So this is kind of some backup ice. This is where I'll pack everything hopefully later. Looks still pretty frozen. So we're going to leave that closed as long as we can. And the floor here, I have some sleeping gear. I'm not going to show you that. It looks like sleeping gear. I've got 2 electric reels, some spinners, and some conventionals up there. I'm going to move all this stuff around and kind of get set up when I'm ready to fish. This is just going to be today's operating ice. And we will be icing fish today. And then I've got some extra backup ice in here. All my food and such is in there. But yeah, I'm in an area I've never been. I'm going to spend the next 2 days exploring. I love exploring new areas, and it's how you find new spots. I mean, what's more fun than finding new spots? Some safety precautions I took, again, because I am so far away from home. I'm by myself. Several people know my float plan. They know where I'm going to be, what area I'm going to be, and which direction I'm going to work. I also have 3 means of communication or life-saving devices. Worst case scenario, I do have an EPIRB, which I think is most important because that'll bring them right to me if something were to happen. I have a handheld VHF with a GPS locator in it as well, and my cell phone. Nowadays, they have this new thing, satellite texting, so worst case scenario if I needed to get a text out. But I feel pretty confident everything's going to go smoothly. Those are worst case scenario. Say the boat goes down, turn the EPIRB on, and they'll come find me. I also obviously have life jackets, all my flares, and all that stuff. So that is the name of the game. I'm going to be sleeping on the boat, and we're just going to enjoy our time out here. Just doesn't get much better. I haven't seen a boat for probably the past 40 miles. Miles from nowhere with nowhere to be. Let's get to fishing. So that didn't take long at all. Found a really nice piece of structure there. I don't know if it's a ledge or rocks or what. Only was driving around 15-20 minutes, but we are going to try that. I'm going to start with some deep dropping. I'm going to be out here 2 days. If deep dropping is not your thing, skip forward. I'll put some chapters. Hopefully I get to do some other fishing, but that's what we're going to start with. Going to fish the old Tanacom. I bought one of the new ones. I'm just not thrilled with it at all. So we're going to fish the old one. The new one can be a backup. Going to use squid for now. And we're just going to fish some in-between hooks. That's how big they are. Because I've never fished this spot, I don't know what to expect. I'd imagine snowy grouper or tile of some sort, but we're going to send a bait down and find out. All right, first bait of the 2-day trip is going down. I'm fishing 4 pounds. It doesn't seem like there's much current. Again, if deep dropping isn't your thing, this is going to be a hopefully action-packed episode. Feel free to skip forward, but I love deep dropping. It's so much fun. I'm on the bottom. Ooh, that was a little rough. I missed the mark by just a little bit, but we're gonna drift and see if the wind will take me into it. Just a side note, this rod is really, really soft. That looks like a pretty good fish. That was pretty quick. We're gonna try and hook another one. I'm gonna play the greedy game. Woo! Doggy. Again, super soft rod, but we're gonna bring it up and check it just so we know what we're working with. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say tile fish. It's still kicking and we're over halfway up. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? No. Big golden tile. Woo! Look at that. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. This is one of my favorite fish on the planet. Big golden tile. These things are so beautiful. Just look at the colors, the yellow spots. Wow. First drop of the 2-day trip. One of the best eaten fish in the ocean. I like where we're headed. We're definitely gonna drop another there, but something to note, just to think about, is that every hook was picked clean except the one that I hooked them on. So there's definitely more fish there. I'm gonna send this back down. I may go up to the bigger hooks, but we'll see. Golden tile get a lot bigger than the gray tiles. I've got 2 over 40 pounds in my time. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to lay it down, let the fish eat. If there's a bunch of fish there, I mean, I've got 4 hooks. Hopefully you can hook multiple, you know? Now we're talking. That looks heavy. What do we got? Is it gonna be another golden? Yeah, those reels are loud. Look at that. Wow. Whew. Just barely had him hooked there. New spot, baby. Big old snowy grouper. I wish I had gloves. I think I took him out of the boat. Look at the size of that thing. We are on them. I'm definitely gonna go up to the bigger hooks because I had a lot of bites and I'm getting stripped. You can see, got stripped there. I've got one small rosy on there, but I will take it. New spot. Sometimes you just get lucky. So because I've done 2 drops and hooked 2 really nice big fish, I'm gonna bump up to bigger hooks because my hooks are getting picked clean. Could be small stuff, but this will single out the small stuff, and if there is anything bigger down there that those small hooks aren't able to set into, these should handle it. I might have to make some room for that one. Ain't gonna work. I caught a black belly rosefish on one of those hooks. You can sell them, but because they're so small, I'm gonna take a fillet off of one and use it as bait. These fish, the rosies, are unregulated, so you're allowed to use them. From my understanding, I could be wrong, but because they're an unregulated species, I should be allowed to use them as bait. Let's try that again. On the bottom. Man, it is like right away. I'm gonna lay it down and see if we can get lucky and hook multiple. That's just, it's crazy. I can't believe it. Another nice golden. Look at that. Gold, baby. And this ledge I marked, it's pretty long. It just keeps going, so I'm just gonna keep working down it. I try not to fish or overfish one single area, but I'm just gonna keep working down it. Something that's interesting though is that fish did not touch the rosy. It ate the middle bait, which was squid. Maybe the goldens don't like rosy. I know snowies will eat rosy. I've caught snowies on rosy before, but we'll bait 2 up with squid this time. It's not every day I get to catch golden tile, so this is pretty awesome. off to a good start. You can see the fish coming up right here. That's my bait going down. Fish coming up. This one's hard to tell. It's either maybe a snowy or two different fish. Hard to tell. We got one snowy and one big tile. We're on them, baby. I'm gonna have to slush that up soon. Some days it is just good, and it is a good fishing day. This little ledge just keeps going. It's real long, so I'm just gonna work down it, put some separation between the last drop. We're on the fish, but I also don't want to sit there and fish it out. You can actually fish spots out, so don't want to overdo it. Oh, perfect. There's a big shark. Don't even think about it, dude. Don't even think about it. I moved down a bit and got a little ways from that ledge. This was that main ledge, and I ran a little ways, and we're at least a few hundred yards down. You wonder if sometimes you just find a spot that somehow no one has ever fished before. Like, is this a spot no one's ever hit? So I personally like to gut as I go. Just one less step. Once I get back to the dock, I try to do it in between drops or whatnot. The market, when they buy fish, they don't want the guts, obviously. Can't sell the guts. So you have to bring them in gutted, at least where I'm at. And because I saw a shark running around, I'm not gonna toss these in just yet. I don't wanna get them any more fired up. Nice. Ah, there's a little Maui. Little mahi chasing my squid. Snowy grumper. Snowy grumpa. He ate. Almost looks like a rosy, but smaller. Like a tiny, tiny rosy. I told you. They eat rosies. I think I'm gonna do one more here. That shark is starting to, it's not aggressive, hasn't tried to eat anything, but he's definitely circling around and getting curious, and I don't wanna start feeding it or training it to associate food with boats. So I'm gonna do one more. Makes that water and that ice really, really cold. And it makes it easier to get them fish down in there. Gonna try and get away from this shark, and we'll start searching again. I hit 2 new spots that look promising, so I'll share them with you. This was the first thing I hit. I was like kind of on a half plane. You can see right here, I was planing out, it gets a little fuzzy. And I ran right over that little tiny hump, so I looped back around, and it looks like a real small ledge. Doesn't look like much, but if you zoom in, you can see there's a tiny bit of life on it. And then when I was looping back around, I hit this one, which I like the way both of those look. So we're gonna do some drops. I'm pretty sure there is zero current, because I'm pretty much setting up on top of stuff and I'm landing right on top of it. I think it's just wind moving me is all. Not good, not bad, depends how you're fishing. If you're trying to hit small spots, it makes it really easy, but if you're trying to cover ground, it's not good. So it depends how you want to use it. I'm trying to set it right on top of the ledge, so it can be helpful. This feels more like the deep dropping I'm used to. I truly wonder if that last spot was just dumb luck and I found something that's never been found before. Maybe never been fished. Oh, look. I just ran like a mile and a half. I mean, did it follow me? Like, how do you follow me that far? That's just mind-blowing. This far out in the middle of nowhere, and it finds me. I'm on the bottom. So I hit the first spot I hit was the big one, the bigger of the ledge. I drifted all down the whole thing. I didn't get a single sniff. So I moved over and I'm hitting the real small one now. Smaller of the ledge. That looks very nice. No! No! Woo, we missed it. The shark came up after it. And he missed it. Big, beautiful golden tile, baby. Love it. So sometimes I'll run low frequency and high frequency on my screen. This is high frequency. This is low frequency. You can see I'm actually marking bait here that's not showing up here. So sometimes it says B265LH-L-H. That's high and low. And the low picks up the deeper stuff a little better sometimes. Check this out. I know this is a little gross, but this is what came out of that tile belly. And there's a bunch of like really thin, flat fish. And I just realized there's one that's still pretty much whole. It's a flounder, a baby flounder. So it had a belly full of baby flounder. That is wild. You can see the two eyes on the top. Crazy. Yeah, it looks like a grouper. Snowy. I will take it. The search continues. Hopefully I don't got peanut butter and jelly on my face, but I found two promising numbers. You can see a nice fuzz right there, comes up on a hump, and then there's a little bit of life on the backside. This is why I run that low frequency in the deeper water, because I could see the front one here, but I couldn't see that little blip on the high frequency. But what I did was mark the both of them, and then I'm gonna just kind of zigzag around and see if there's anything else worth looking at, and then we'll check those out. I'm not sure what's going on. Things have really slowed down. Maybe it was a morning bite. Maybe I just got really lucky to start. But either way, it has slowed down. I'm not sure what this one is. It acted like a grouper at first, but about halfway up it fought a little bit. But I kind of still think it's a grouper. I'm not sure. Had to use the boat to scare that shark. That shark tried to come eat it. Yeah, it's a big grouper. Not today, shark. Not today. Yeah, baby. Dude, I'm not lying. I've covered so much ground, and there's either sharks everywhere or these things that know how to follow me at 35 knots. We got it up. Big old Snowy. Fast forward about an hour and a half. The deep dropping really slowed down, so I started to explore other areas, just kind of pointed the boat in shallower and was running. And I ran across some really decent bottom. You can see down here, it goes up and down pretty good. And then there's a little bit of life up here. I'm quite a bit shallower, so I'm gonna change my rig up. I went to the smaller hooks, but yeah, we're gonna check that out. Maybe work down this whole edge. See if there's anything down there. Got some nice little fuzz on the screen on the bottom. All right, I'm on the bottom pretty quick. A lot faster than 800. Had some little bites there. I'm actually moving pretty fast. There's a bit more current here than there was this morning. I kind of missed it, so we may have to reset. But it looked like I did have a couple nibbles. If I had to guess, maybe vermilions or small snapper. Small yellow eyes, maybe. Ooh, that looked better. Oh! That looks a lot better. And if you're wondering, why am I using an electric reel? Technically, I am commercial fishing. If I sit here and reel in every fish for 2 days, I would kill myself. But don't worry, I am gonna do some stand-up stuff at some point, probably, hopefully later this evening or tonight or tomorrow morning. It's not gonna be all electric reels, but it makes it a lot easier when you're prospecting, especially doing this deeper stuff. Let's see what we got. Hey, nice yellow eye. These things are beautiful. And they are delicious. These are one of my favorite snapper to eat. Right up there with gray snapper. I'm using a pretty heavy leader too. I could definitely scale this down. I don't fish for yellow eyes enough to know whether or not they're skittish on leader size. Look at this mark. Might just be bait, something thin. Oh, there's some tunas right there, or bonitas. See if I can hook one of these tunas or bonitas, whatever they are. Oh! What do we got? Acting like a bonita. Staying up high. Yeah, it's a bonita. See how jittery it is? That's fine, I can use some fresh bait. I got Hollywood drag on, or what's going on here? Uh-oh, he's running at the boat. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, don't you dare go around that deep drop rod. Bonita. I will always take some bonita for bait. Better bites. That's a better snapper. If it's a snapper. I gotta figure out how to make this thing not stop so early. Oh, of course I got sharks following me. There we go. That is a great yellow eye. Let me turn you this way. If I can get into school of those, I can cover some ground fairly quickly. These things are not messing around. See, this is yellow eye snapper, and it's overheating the reel that easily. This new Daiwa is crap. Excuse my language. I'm gonna have to switch to the old Tanacom. I'm pretty sure one of them got stolen because there's a shark right there behind it. Nice yellow eyes. I'm actually gonna switch to bonita, see if it'll stay on a little better. So I switched over to the older Tanacom, but we're gonna use some bonita strips because the skin on bonita is so tough. It should stay on there longer. These things do not mess around. They are right away. Right away, hungry little critters. I'm gonna try and hook multiple. I think there's a couple on there. See if we can get another one. That bonita stays on a little better. There we go. I like that. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're trying to do there. So I switched over to bonita. We got 4. Must have pulled a couple off on that one. Well, that went well. It took a little while, but I found some great yellow eye spots. Gonna get these gutted and iced. And I've got a little bit of a run to get where I want to anchor so I can sleep tonight, and I'd like to do some fishing this afternoon or this evening. So we're gonna get going, get to that area, and we'll get set up for the evening. this is where we're gonna stay the night. I'm gonna get anchored up on top of that so we can do a little bit of fishing. We gotta do a little bit of organization. We'll have some dinner, enjoy the sunset. It's gonna be a lovely evening. This is my we're not going anywhere anchor. Don't want to break loose in the middle of the night and float around. All right, before I get too comfortable, also, side note, I had a pretty spectacular start. For trying new spots, I mean, that's pretty great. This is a, what is this cooler, like a 160, 170, something like that? A pretty great day. So what I've got to do, I've got to get those fish up here and this ice to the back. I should have just made this my working cooler and should have made the other one the spare ice, but the way that my permit works, some permits are unlimited. I have a 225, which means I can have 225 pounds of grouper snapper species. Tilefish is included in that. And over the years, you might be wondering, that might be kind of difficult to keep track of, but over the years I've learned that this cooler, if it's bigger species, if I slap it almost completely full, it's right at 225. So I've got to get those fish back there so I can keep track of my weight, just get them up here and move the ice before I get comfortable and start fishing again. We've got 2 hours till sunset. It always feels like you've got plenty of time, but it just zips right by. So I'm gonna get started. I'm looking at this current. We've got quite a bit of current. I don't know how much fishing I'm going to be able to do. Hopefully a little bit. We will see. Not a bad start. So I like to see this close to slap full, and that'll be right at my 225. Now keep in mind, there is ice in here. When I slush it up tomorrow and pack everything down, it'll go down a little more. So I've got, if I had to guess, I got probably 100 pounds of fish maybe. I don't know. I'm so bad at guessing. I normally undershoot it. Maybe 100, 120 pounds of fish at the very most. Definitely got some room for tomorrow. So I'm pretty much ready to go. We're gonna drop a bonita chunk back there. It's a little bit of a current, so this may be tough, but we'll try. See if anything will pick it up. Just a little jig head, 3/8 ounce. We're just gonna take a little chunk, little bonita strip. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get down there. That water is a moving. Makes it difficult to do these drift baits because you're gonna land behind the spot, but you never know. Maybe there's a mutton or something down there. Whoop. I'm just gonna feed it with the current. Yeah, this is probably gonna be tough. I don't know if this is gonna work. We may just be watching the sunset, y'all. I am cruising down. It's like looking like a fish is grabbing it, but it's just current. I was just reeling this in and something grabbed it on the, like halfway up. I can't tell what it is. I was reeling it in like full speed. I can't tell what I got. I couldn't even guess the way that it's fighting. Maybe a bonita? No. It's not zooming back and forth at all. It's just staying up on the surface. And the rod was, or the bait was almost all the way up when I was bringing it in and it ate it. I'm very curious. I don't know what this is gonna be. king mackerel. Unfortunately, I don't have a permit. Oh, separate permit for king mackerel. That was a really weird bite. So my permit does not cover that fish, so I can't keep it. I was gonna try and get it in the boat and get the hook out, but they have very, very sharp teeth, as you can see. I'm clocking out for the evening. Seems like fishing's gonna be a fool's errand with this current. So I'm gonna enjoy sunset. Just kind of take it all in. Can't believe this is my job. 13, coming up in August, 13 years ago. I know I say it's probably annoying, but it's just hard to believe. If I can do it, you can do it. Give your dream a shot. I don't know who left this in my boat, but I'm drinking it. I don't really like these, but I didn't bring any celebratory beverages. It'll have to do. Show you guys this. I don't know how well this camera will pick it up because it's a little zoomed out, but just all the way around. It's just cotton candy. This side is awesome. Deep blue, pink, orange, yellow. Wow. What an evening. How is this my life? I know what you're thinking. Is he gonna shower? And what's for dinner? Yes, I'm gonna shower. Dinner will be right up. Get some of that squid off me. I don't mind being fishy and nasty during the day, but when I sleep, I gotta be clean. For dinner this evening, we're gonna have 4 courses. The first course is a very nice Alaskan smoked salmon. This is literally my last piece of salmon from our Alaska trip. So this is gonna be my appetizer. I guess I'm just gonna have to go to Alaska again, right? It's hard to beat. And for our main course, we have a handcrafted Cajun turkey sandwich, smoked Gouda, lettuce, Chipotle gourmets, and spicy pickles. Yes, I like spicy. And it will pair nicely with a miniature cherry Coke. I don't actually, I know I sound like that person right now, but I almost never drink soda. There's something about cherry Coke. I'll have a few a year. I pretty much drink water and the occasional beer. But something about a cherry Coke is my guilty pleasure. Especially with something like spicy, like hot wings or a spicy sandwich. Mm. 5 stars. 5 stars. Back when I ran charters, I think my record was eating this sandwich like 20 days in a row. I never got tired of it. It's so good. Our fourth and final course, we're gonna have some Twix. How many? I don't know yet. It's too soon to tell. Just love them cold. Something about a cold candy bar. Ooh. Did I get that one? I hope I got that. That was pretty cool. There is a pretty awesome lightning show happening right now. I know what you're thinking. What happens if it rains? Well, I'm certainly gonna get wet. Oh well. I reckon it's time to try and get some sleep. This is where I'll be bedding down. It's got one of those little cushions and a sleeping bag on top just in case. I used to be able to just sleep right on the ground, but the older I get, the more grief my back gives me. I'll be useless tomorrow, so that is where I'll be. I reckon I will see y'all mañana. Good morning. Oh man, I slept way later than I planned on. Tossed and turned a little bit. Actually got rough a little bit in the middle of the night. Wind picked up. There's lots of rocking, but I can take that. I slept pretty good considering, and it didn't rain, so I consider that a win. But I am tired. I think I got hit by a truck. I've got to get going. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's 7:40. There are fish to be caught. Gotta gather myself a bit, get cleaned up, and we're gonna be on our way. I'm gonna move a little bit. There's still good current here, so we're gonna go maybe try and drift a couple spots somewhere else. I've got to gather myself. I'm kind of tired. Let's get out of here, do some fishing. That'll get the juices going first thing. I'm on our first spot. We're in a ledge in like 170-ish. But while we wait to get our drift down, I'm gonna have me a bowl of cereal. When I used to commercial fish a lot more, back when I first moved down here, we'd do a lot longer trips. I think my longest trip was like 6 or 7 days. And something about a bowl of cereal in the morning, cold milk. So there's a little bit of current on this spot, so we're gonna drift it instead of trying to anchor again. Just gonna do a small circle hook, chunk of bonita, a long leader, probably 15 feet a leader. I'm gonna let that down slow. I'm probably gonna put this on the, or get it to the bottom and then bring it up a couple cranks and just let it drift with the current. What am I targeting here? Pretty much anything, grouper, snapper, Would love an African pompano, but you don't catch those every day. You never know. We're gonna put it down there and see. I don't know what this is. Ate it real slow. Kind of just acting like dead weight. I have no idea what this is. Whatever it is. Never mind. It's the first time it showed any sign of life. Shark. Perfect. Took my hook. That's not what I want. I don't want sharks. Getting some good marks on the screen, just one shark so far. That may be a shark. So I switched this one over to squid, trying to mix it up. I've done a few drifts. Actually, I don't know. I don't know, first big run and I'm not gonna say it gave up, but it lightened up. But yeah, I switched this one over to squid because I'd done a few drifts and all I caught was that one baby shark. Very weird run. Maybe it's another medium shark, because typically other predator fish are gonna run multiple times. Oh. I got color. Maybe an amberjack. Kind of digging down in circles now. Doing big circles. Don't do that. I don't want to jinx it, but it looked like the right one. Dude, we're just at a stalemate at 60 feet. Don't do that. Come on, buddy. I would love to see what you are. Dude, thought it was done. Come on. It looks like an African pompano. Big, broad, silver door. Oh yeah, it's the right one. Oh, are you kidding me? How do I have my other line? Yeah, baby! We're gonna start today off like yesterday? Doing it right? Look at that. African pompano on the cut squid. Got a big scar on his head. Whoa. Beautiful, beautiful fish. What a way to start the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, buddy. We're gonna brain and bleed you. As always. Oh, look at that. Such a beautiful, beautiful fish. Thank you, buddy. So like I said, last time I switched to the squid, just like that. You better believe we're gonna drop again. Oh, crap. I was trying to get the other one set and I turned around. Oh. And something grabbed it. This has the same behavior. Flip the boat a little bit. Did the same thing as the last one. It's running out and away from the ledge. We're just fishing a subtle ledge in like 170. I'll show you after this fish. This one's acting the same. Maybe down here a little bit. Okay, need to flip the boat. You don't want the fish going under the boat because it puts more pressure on you. You want it out, straight up and down or out and away. Because if it's straight under the boat, it's just so much more work for you. You're having to lean over more. This fish is pretty much straight up and down. Whew. Goodness. Under the boat again. It's doing big circles. That was almost instant. I didn't even have time to get the second rod set up. I had just turned the camera off and back on. Woo! This is why we use electrics commercial fishing. This will wake you up first thing in the morning. Dude, why does it keep going under the boat? All right, I got color, so we're about 60, 70 feet down. Deep color. Am I still recording there? Ah, this is the wrong one. No wonder this one's kicking my butt. And I got excited. I thought we had two of the right ones. I got tricked on that one. I thought we had the right one. That was an amberjack. I don't even know if they're open right now, but they don't pull a very good price per pound. Swim down, buddy. Oh, wow, that's not what I wanted to reel in. I was hoping for back-to-back APs. I got duped. So this is what I'm fishing. It doesn't look like much. It's just some subtle hard bottom. One of the ends has like what almost looks like a little ledge on it, but I didn't mark it right here. But you can see quite a bit of life just drifting down it. We're gonna try again, even though I'm pooped. I was up at the bow, getting the other rod set, and something just slammed it. Might have to get that cushion. My hernia is killing me. Dang it, this might be another jack. Yeah, this feels more like an AJ. Dang it! It's funny, because if I would have hooked an AJ first, I would have given up and left. Oh, the bow is on. No. The bow rod's hooked up too. That's not good. Oh, I lost whatever it was. That's weird because that one, whoo, excuse me, that one I had just let out. And it wasn't very deep. Yeah, this feels more like an amberjack. I don't know how many of these I have in me. These will ruin your day. It's more a lot of fast digs, head shakes, big runs. Hopefully I'm wrong, but this feels more like a jack. It's like coming at me? Or did something bite its tail off? Something bit it. I'm assuming. I have a feeling I just have lips. Oh yeah, sorry dude. So whatever that was ate that from the get-go, because this fish was much smaller. Sorry dude, little small amberjack. The shark must have grabbed it right away. But it's weird because they didn't eat any of the bigger fish, they just ate this one, so maybe it's a smaller shark. Sorry buddy. Something smacked it. I'm just gonna fish one now because this keeps getting eaten. There's no use in having two rods out. Woo, doggy. I don't know how many more of these I got in me. This one feels a little smaller. Definitely feels a bit smaller. Oh, popped it. Popped or pulled. Pulled the hook. Dang it. I hate not knowing what it was. My arms are tired of pulling on jacks. Shark started to show up, so I'm gonna move along. We're gonna go try and find some mutton snapper. I'm already beat. What a day. Turning into a slicker. New area, same rig, but I'm gonna switch back to Bonita. Long fluorocarbon leader, swivel in a lead. Gonna let this go down at a controlled pace. Don't want it to tangle up, but we're gonna try and catch some snapper. Try and catch some mutton snapper, fill this box out, a few more fish, and we're looking pretty good. After that first drop, I realized there is absolutely no current. It makes it harder and almost useless to fish the long leader. So I'm gonna switch it over to a chicken rig. Go with 2 hooks, and that way we can drop straight down, land right where we're going, and these shouldn't spin up like a long leader will. Whoop. That feels good. Feels kind of snappery. Smaller snapper, if it's a snapper. See what we got. Got some color. Oh, I got two. Just a baby. That's a keeper all day. Not a mutton. Just a baby red snapper. Real quick, I'm gonna put that down on the descender. All right. Not the mutton snapper I was after, but these will hit the market just the same. Red snapper. These got to be 18 inches, I believe. Commercially, that's 21. Brain and bleed as always. I'm gonna try that one more time. If it's all small, if it's a mix of smalls and big ones, I'm gonna try, or I don't want to sit there and hook a bunch of small ones, potentially killing them. But if there's some bigger ones down there, we'll give it a go. Do one more drop and we're gonna find out. Just to keep YouTube land real, it is just after 2 o'clock. Caught one African pompano this morning and one legal red snapper. And I have checked probably 20 or 25 spots. I was trying to do hand crank today just to get a little workout in, but this is why we use electric reels, because you beat yourself up. It takes so much time when you're doing this commercially. You waste a ton of energy just the up and down checking stuff. Yeah, I gotta see this. I'm not sure. So there's a ton of life down there, but there's big marks coming up in the column. I'm wondering if those ain't snapper, just bigger ones. So I'm gonna try and get my bait down to about 150 or so and kind of keep it suspended up off the bottom. This feels like the right one. Kinda. We'll see. Too soon to tell. Whew. Definitely acting more snappery though. I feel like it just got way easier. I may have had two and lost one. Oh. Sweet. Not the muttons that I was after, but I will take them. It's a good mark on the screen, so I'm gonna try this one again. I may have to bust out the electric after a couple more. My arms are pretty much shot. I hate to do it, y'all, but I'm gonna have to bust out the electric. I've reeled up and down from 200 to 300 feet probably like 50 times today. And my arms are tired. So I'm actually gonna go with bigger hooks. I don't even know if they're gonna eat this, we'll see. To try to avoid hooking any of the smaller ones. See how this goes. I've never tried this before. Big snowy grouper hooks. See what happens. That looks like it could be the right one. Now we're talking. Big hooks, big bait for the win. Couple of those and we're good to go. Kind of the feeling I had is there's probably so many small ones down there you can't get the bait to the bigger ones. That's a full-size red snapper. Oh. Baby shark and a... Hey, I got a mutton. All right, baby shark, come here. Mutton snapper. The elusive mutton snapper on a deep drop rig. Very rare. Last drop. Waiting for those bigger ones. Woo! Kind of nerve-wracking. That thing can pull. Oh. We will end it on that. That's that big mutton I was looking for. I caught him on a deep drop rig. It's so funny because everyone talks about being stealthy and everything for mutton. I gotta watch out, this thing's gonna spine me. Everyone talks about being stealthy and everything, scaling down for mutton snapper. This thing just ate a 300-pound snowy grouper rig. We are gonna end it on that one. What a beautiful mutton. Holy moly. What a blast that was. Man, I caught all my fish in an hour today. Look at our friends here. Oh, there he goes. No matter where you go or what you do in life, there's gonna be sharks. Say that's a pretty happy box. We are there. If I'm being honest, we're probably a little shy of the 225, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a few really big fish in there. Those snowy grouper and those tiles, those muttons in that last thread. The bigger fish take up more space. The small fish pack neatly, but let's be honest, I'm not a fisherman because I'm gonna get rich. I do this because I love it. It's got nothing to do with money. But this helps me offset costs of doing something I love. But I am done out here. I'm absolutely whooped. It is 3 o'clock. I still have quite a run to get home. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll get these fish back to the market. I'm gonna get cleaned up here. We'll get the fish back to the market, do a commercial breakdown, all that. And who knows, maybe I love golden tile. Maybe we'll buy a piece of golden tile back and cook it. No promises. We'll see how long this video ends up being, but long story short, I'm done out here. I'll see you back in a bit. What a day. If I had more ice, I might just stay out there. So this is where I sell my fish. It's very nice because I can just pull right up. The market's right there, unload right here. Easy peasy. What's up?
Split them up by species if you can.
Okay. Just exploring. Fish is at the market. Didn't do too bad. I didn't add everything up, but I think we were just shy of 200 pounds. It was a great time. I had so much fun. And a bunch of people get to enjoy some fresh fish. All right, so the fun is over, but the work is not. Got to get everything off this boat, clean all the guts and blood and squid juice off of everything and out of all the cracks. Scrub her down. Still tons to be done. Alrighty, we've got a commercial breakdown. We'll go over all these numbers. This was a 2-day trip. 2 days of fishing, stayed overnight. If you're new to the channel, what we do is we go over total sale, expenses, net profit, and stuff like that. So we'll go over species. We actually had a lot, or I had a lot this time, so I'll name all the species and the weights. We had 74 pounds of snowy grouper, 27 pounds of red snapper, 4 pounds of black belly rosefish, 21 pounds of tilefish, almost 7 pounds of golden tile, almost 7 pounds of blue line tile, 16 pounds of mutton snapper, 18 pounds of African pompano, and 35 pounds of silk snapper or yellow eye snapper. Total quantity was just over 200 pounds. I was actually just a little bit shy, and I could have even gone a little further because African pompano is actually under a different permit. It doesn't fall under the snapper grouper species, so it doesn't take up that 225. But again, no complaints. I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm doing it because I love it. Total expenses, I had over $600 in fuel. I really didn't use that much bait. 1 box of squid. I brought a lot, but I only used 1 box of squid, and I only used 1 bonita, so we'll say $100 for bait and food and all that. So total expenses right around $700. Total sale of the trip was just south of $1,200. That's for all the fish that I sold. We'll call it a daily profit. Again, there's a lot that goes into this, but this is our daily profit. This isn't counting all the expenses of the month, the boat slip, insurance, all the other rigs and stuff I break and all that. Daily profit of $500. Not terrible, you know, made $250 a day. Out there fishing, enjoying my life and having fun. I have an advantage. I make YouTube videos. Not all commercial fishermen have this, so, you know, throw a ballpark, an extra $600 to $1,000, depending on how the video does. On top of that, I had a great trip. Made some money, got to do what I love, and I got to escape the world for a little while. Caught some amazing, beautiful fish, saw some amazing things. I truly don't have much to complain about, so we will call it a win. But that's all I have. I appreciate you guys tuning in and continuing to watch these. I still have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go. I wish I had this, could say I had this grand master plan, but life's a wild ride, and I'm essentially just figuring it out as I go. And I appreciate you guys following along. Hope you enjoy the videos. I really, seriously, genuinely appreciate your time. If you have any questions, the first hour of every video, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe somewhere different wherever you're at, but the first hour that the video is released, I do my best to answer any questions on there. But that is all I have. I don't think I have anything else to share. I will see you on the next one. The adventures will continue. Later.